Yeah, it's still like it's got more active as well since. So a lot of people have come back since the start of the competition. But hello, ladies and gentlemen, I will be bringing you Zombie versus Boccia. Just waiting for them to join the lobby. We have Luke, see my build Esco, and Jack in the party. I'll just shoot them another invite. Right. Oh, I'm going to share the stream around and then we're good to go when they do join. Sending them his own parts, right? Just to make sure. Invited. Invite again. So somebody is invited. Lovely. Zombie is on his way. Let me get the stream shared around. And then we'll be good to go. But I hope everybody is doing very well. And I'll be with you guys in chat shortly. Where's the PlayStation Messenger again? And Zombie is hosting. We are going to see some bike tracks tonight. In the 1v1, it has been agreed upon between the two of them. They've both picked 2 bike tracks each, so we've got 4 bike tracks, 4 car tracks. So we are going to see some gliding and then some stunting. Can I just get the shading?
That fucking run thing just doesn't work. My god.
Okay, I've got one more chance. That is it. And hey guys. Right then, let's run for the map. Let's see, man. It's not quite here, so nobody can spectate. So, as I said, he's on his way though. Just check that. There we go. And then, if you can't join, we can invite me. The canard. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'll say, just waiting on the guys. We've got Boccia v Zombie. Just pulling up the channel. There we go. Let's go a Zombie from Leo Geo. Hope going alright, fella. Nice to see. You get already swung on by. Punch the air. There is a zombie in the session. He is inside at the moment though. See if I can get him to come outside before he launches the playlist in a little. Let me spectate. He is hosting, that is Zombie. The tracks the guys have chosen are 45 degrees, plummet, Big M, lift off, that's Zombie's pit, over and under, split, mountain drop, and city air from Boccia. There is a couple, it has, like, it's on the agreement of both of the races. If one of them say no, then there's not allowed to be bike races.
Okay.
So, like,
That's
if
cool.
you were there, then you could say no and happily race with the cars, and they couldn't kick up any fuss and say you're a bitch. Because that's the rules. That's how I say it. I thought that was, like, a nice way to allow, like, a pair of them that liked bikes to be able to do it.
Yeah, well,
But not
cool.
to force the issue. Somebody is still in the apartment. If he could just step on outside, we can slip in to his brain. Oh, there's that bubbly bubble. Can't spectate on your Hey, Dunter, my man. Hope you're doing well. Congratulations to Luke and Esco, the sweaty bastards, on getting gold.
Is that what you said?
No, that's what I just said.
I'm gonna get him back, man. Get gold one next week.
I'll get Rashford and get top 100.
The official. Hope you're going well, fella. And happy birthday, my man.
Whose birthday is it?
Officials.
Okay.
Boccia from Lance. Boccia. Boccia. Go through all the pronunciations again, Lance. I'm doing very well, thank you very much, Lance. I hope you're doing good yourself. We are just waiting on Zombie to... I'm pretty sure there he is, he's outside. Let me slip on inside his brain and then we can look on through his eyes. Then he's able to launch up. And we're able to spectate our asses off. spectate player. Ever you two are ready. Good. Right, so we are now just on the boys, like waiting on the boys. Like I said earlier in the party, don't like gender assume. I am 99.9% certain that Zombie isn't one of the deepest voiced women I've ever heard, so I'm pretty sure he is a bloke. He's been in the party with us, a young man. Boccia, not had the pleasure of being in a party with, but again, we do call each other bro, and he's never corrected it, and I've never been told, like I was with Arwin, when I said, yo, my man Arwin, hope you're doing well, my dude, that I completely trod on all the eggshells. So I think we are good, but we're not going to do any gender assumptions. Yep, Boccia is ready. If I put in an extra thing, let me just edit this title. We'll get rid of that. We'll do that and savour that.
Piss off, Pogba.
No. I don't want to piss off Pogba. He'd fucking kill me.
You've passed it 3 times.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to piss him off. He's made me a shit ton of money.
Right, I figured out how to do things now. Literally have to do it straight away.
There we go. He just thought Boccia had to join the PL, but with Zombie hosting, with me being inside Zombie, we do have the privilege of dragging Boccia into the playlist, to our session here. But he has joined. We're all good to go. And the action, I'm guessing, is on a bit of a countdown. Not sure what that fuse is, but it is lit. As Sirod would say through the translator, we're hot for this. Let's get it on. Fuck's sake. It's moments like that. No, I don't believe Zombie is a girl so don't be starting no rumours. Hello, Sylvan could look to both from himself. So there we go, Zombie sucking us into the playlist. As I start sucking on my smoke. Good luck, Boccia from Zombie. Good luck to you both. That's global. And thank you both for the slight patience with me slightly overrunning and delaying my playlist. It ran a little touch later. But as always, Zombie and Boccia, very, very easy to work with. I have posted the message in the 1v1 chat and had a little chat with Randos. We're going to give Trilsy TBH until Wednesday to arrange the match for Friday at the latest, with Jack being the next opponent for that matchup. We need to let whoever it is have a chance, so it will be being handed to Randos in that scenario. Randos has been available over the past 2 weeks, most evenings. Hey, and that's not a problem, Silver. It's all good. Sorry for leaving the playlist, Fox. Didn't have every car. Apologies. Nah, man, it's all good. Thanks, Fox, and good luck, bro. I think Zombie just offered me good luck on the commentary. Thanks, Zombie Man. Massively appreciate it. I may be slightly misunderstanding that. That may be being offered to Boccia, but I'm going to take it towards myself. I need all the luck I can get. and Boccia too, offering me the good luck. Lovely to see. I appreciate it, guys. The support is very strong, always has been.
And weird.
I make it weird. We'll sit with Boccia, Zombie on pole. Boccia going over the curves, nice and gently. Zombie is taking two wheels fully over, just gaining a little bit extra, just pulling away ever so slightly, nicely through the corner, just brushing the barrier gently, not letting it affect the revs of the car, but clean through the loop line. Zombie though just continues to edge away, higher revs. Boccia though did have a slightly stronger boost through the tube, did close up a touch of the gap. Zombie with the cut, a little bit slidey, but he has got it off. He has fallen behind with the slide, but getting himself into the mood. Like I say, this is a split. This is one of Boccia's tracks. Risky pick. We know Zombie very strong here. Friends with Nacho, and I know they help each other practice. Well, just practice with each other. I've seen them in YouTube videos with Fern and just each other hot lapping. They do.
No, look at what Dennis put in the chat.
Oh, I'll have a look at that in a minute. Hello, Fox, and I'll leave that between you two. But maybe don't be using Gabba Paul as an example of who to look up to. I've had a run-in with him recently, and I do not like the cut of his jib. Kicking me from a lobby because I got a fucking speed boost out of a tube exit. Prick. I'm one of the slowest stunt racers going. Zombie back into the lead, looking nice and strong. I don't think on this occasion he took the ramp skip, but knowing he had good lead, didn't need to. Boccia nicely into the tube. We'll sit through the rest of the lap with Boccia. Zombie with a big spin. Maybe we won't, because we can see both of the racers. Zombie just needing to get back up to speed a touch. There is Boccia swinging to the right into that red tube, a line popularised by the man in the party himself, Esco. See Murray build. Escobar cartel from back in the day popularised that line on splits. Luke v Gabba Paul. Oh, Dylan, I'm not sure Gabba Paul would be able to stomach that.
You fucking what, Dylan?
No, I was just about to think that one. That's good. It did get unthinged. He said Luke v Gabba Paul. But he said Gabba Paul would win any day. Yeah, because he kicked Luke from the lobby. No, he would win, Luke. You can't deny it. On stream, he'd win. Boccia holding the pressure of the lead well. Zombie picking up good speed, goes in for the ramp cut, nice and smooth. The slide and the spin though, wreaking havoc, taking him off the track. Unfortunate for Zombie, he did catch the checkpoint, but he's a long way behind. Very unlucky there for Zombie. Boccia is going to potentially be able to take advantage. 1:27.513 to the 1:31.784 with a couple of mistakes from Zombie. Boccia able to carry that little bit more speed and higher little bit of consistency in the first race. has allowed him to take the win. Feathers throttle for the exit, not wanting to get hung up on the barrier. Really nice. And that is the first Bucky's tracks closed out. No, but most people still would understand if you sent them a little message just saying you're grinding for your cars at the moment and they'll head out the lobby themselves rather than kick them. Like, we're all pretty good. Jack's had to do it and stuff. I've done it. Or they might match you and say, oh, don't worry, I'll go non-custom too. I had a couple of people do that and we had some nice racing that way. I don't want to do get embarrassed around him, to be fair. He turns your cheeks red. Hey, and Dennis, there's nothing too wrong with being high on drugs. It doesn't affect the boldness of your head, either. I have to say, I've got a nice thick lock of hair. Well, not just one lock. Splits again? Nah, the screen is a little bit messed up. We'll have to see what track that is in a minute. It is only set to non-contact 1 lap. Has it somehow... Maybe it's glitched on his screen as well and I don't know. Are we actually doing splits twice? I know this is a bug where it can show the wrong picture, but Zombie has only got it set to 1 lap. It is on supercars. So what... I think, then, that makes it... From Zombie's tracked picks, if it goes in the order I think it does, that we're on plummet or lift off. With the off-road tyres, I'm thinking lift off for the tube boosts. But we're at the docks. There we go, we're at the airport. It is lift off. The detective work slowly paid off. Krieger from Boccia, Emirates from Zombie. Boccia nice and smooth on the right side of the track. Zombie was on the left side, did just fall behind. Boccia caught the speed, nice. Zombie let off the throttle a little bit more, braked, caught that really nice. Boccia did too, and that little bit of extra acceleration in the Krieger allowing it to just kick away. The higher revs on the Emirates just raining in. Zombie lands on the black ramp with the front nose, handled it nicely, no bricking, played that a little risky, but very fast. Oh, Zombie catches the barrier. We just see that as we come on to Boccia, and Boccia is pulling away round the corner, just brushing over the curbs. We will, after the loop, pop on back to Zombie. Okay, it does it automatically as I pick up my control. Boccia goes in for the skip. Zombie 2, nose points down towards the track, and a brick from Zombie. It looked like one of the lights just caught. That is unfortunate. Zombie just feathers up. Did see the brick hard. Boccia is away. Well, that'll be a little chat between the two. We did catch it on stream, so we can fully give the backing to Zombie. It was a definite brick. Zombie is moving again. Hey, new boys, hope you're doing well. Or big boys. By the way, got a new PB on Trench 2, 59, very nice. Does clip the barrier. That will be allowing a Zombie to shorten the gap up as it comes through the tube. It is a lot of time just coming up the straight behind, I believe. Zombie, he just needed a little second to compose himself. Over the curb. Boccia this stage taking the win. He did have the lead, was a little bit too far ahead to be able to pick up potentially on the brick. Like myself, I find it really hard to be able to pay attention to the map. And again, it looked like Zombie just hit the barrier as we changed over, as Boccia was just waiting up on the line, a little bit aggressive against the barrier. Again there, catching a nice boost down the straight, little tap of the horn, little clip of the ramp, catching a lovely double barrel roll, couple of clips of the curve. Oh, okay. Interesting. Boccia, I guess, paying attention to the stream, feeling that Zombie had the pace to catch up. Does at this point hand the win. There was a full braking and double checking there from Zombie. Exceptional sportsmanship, and we'll maybe see how that plays out. Maybe a little rerun on that, but for now we will say it's 1-1 as it plays out. Thumbs up from Boccia. And I'll leave that to have a little conversation between the boys as we go. Yeah, and I just agreed they will be restarting that race, so it is 1-0 still to Boccia. We'll do this race, I guess, at the end, the way we go. Let me pull up this sheet a second. Close that. Pull this up. We are on to mountain drop. This is one of Boccia's choices. As I said, this is down to the racers. They are allowed to choose bike tracks if it's on both of them. We both agree. So we do have on this occasion 4 bike tracks. First time. Okay, so depending on the final score, so should it already be decided, they will replay. So if it ends up at 4-3, say, in Zombie's favour, and I guess in that situation that's when that replay comes in. Good glide off at the start. Boccia got good speed towards the bottom of the hill, but Zombie just edging away. Got early glide, skipping at the second ramp. Just hold that little advantage. Goes speed around the corner. Not afraid to use the barrier to get the car swung around. Little bit of extra speed from the tilting of the bike. Now, the bikes have this strange effect where the bottom of the bike seems to have its own pull, so suck the bike in the direction of the jump if you get the tilt right. Get really good glides and big speed boosts. Both cut the ramp, go into the glide. Zombie extends it a little bit more. Over the curbs, on the entrance, leaning back, then the high revs through the corner, down the bottom of the ramp, through. Nice little cut between the poles from Boccia, shortening the gap. Zombie just pulling himself back onto the track there with a little bit of a glide, just tilting the car to the right and pulling himself back over the track, drifting a little bit too far to the left. Aggressive clip of the curb as he comes down the hill. Jump, kicking the glide off. Zombie did just clip a bit of the ramp. That sees him fall into second place. Boccia into first with a nice glide over the second ramp. Getting the tilt and the angle to pull himself into line straight up. Boccia gets the glide, catches the checkpoint. Really nice. Really nice. That does see it go to 2-0 in Boccia's favour. And this bike race, he always kicks. He's an ass, he is. Glitch time, yep, definitely glitch. Said I was getting speed boosts on a 58, I think I got. And Lazy with, hey buddy, how you going, fella? I hope you're doing very well. And I'll put that into a bit cleaner English. Hello, Lazy, hope you're well. And Big M is up next. This is a zombie pick, and again, just to reiterate, it has to be on both of the races, so if one fancies bike track or both, then it's all good, but they have to just say, is it right to throw a bike track in there too? If the other says yes, it's all good. If not, then we are, for this tournament, sticking to the cars. There are 4 bike races on this occasion. They did go with 2 each. Nice playlist last time, very fun and high. Oh, lovely, Lazy. Glad that you enjoyed it. Right, you guys have been making it very easy to host at the moment, attending and filling the lobbies up nice and swiftly. Jack, I believe, will be hosting at some point. He's eating, but was maybe thinking some point after 10. Yeah, if both players decide that they can, then it's okay. But if one of the players says no, then for this one, then it sticks to the cards sort of thing. It's just to start letting people know that certain things will be allowed in the future to allow certain other people to take part, but it will be aimed fully at stunt races still with the stuff I do. So it's like a little agreement between the racers. Clips at the checkpoint, really nice glide. Zombie flies that little bit further, clips the bottom of the green ramp into the barrier ride. Nice and smooth little kicks off the bumps in the barrier. Zombie underneath the pipe, skips the ramp. Good and clean. I like this race from New Boys. Is like, I have to say, on PC the bikes feel a lot cleaner, a lot nicer to drive and glide. Like, the lower frames here on PlayStation don't help them, in my opinion, feel nice. But again, that's something that should be quite improved with the PlayStation 5. Zombie glides out a long way there, right to the checkpoint. Lovely Lovely stuff up the hill through the second boost. As Boccia comes to the bottom of the hill, I just need to stick my headset on charge just 1 second. Apologies for that as Boccia comes around at high speed, sharp left at the top of the hill and through the corner, avoids the barrier, really nice. 1:35.884 from Zombie on that first lap. 1:40.167 from Boccia. Both really good times. Dennis, as you know a little bit more, and who anybody else in chat that knows a little bit more about times on these bike tracks and stuff, if you could let me know how close they are getting. I think Zombie is the current holder here. Nice and clean through the spinner prop. We will flick to Zombie. As we go up the hill with Boccia, try and catch some of the glides. Boccia about to shift through the hill, through the corner and up the hill. We are now on Zombie, clipping the curbs, leaning back, nice and aggressive. Pulls in to the glide, getting nice and clean. Just before the checkpoint, little slide on the bike, little squeal of the tyres as it clings for the traction, and the first lap time of 1:35 is awesome. Yeah, I know, like I knew it was very good, I just wasn't sure like how close the time. I'm pretty sure at the moment Zombie is the holder and a 1:33.793. We did see that the first glide did look a little bit shortened, so that time could potentially come down should he be able to extend them out, but he does just clip the barrier. He did look to be a good distance away from it on our screen, but that could be that little bit of lag showing. Glide coming out, gets to the checkpoint, good speed, little tap of the horn into the barrier ride. The bike drift across the track to avoid the spinner underneath the tube, nice and smooth. Got 1:37 flat. Like Dennis, as I say, is when you're competing with some of these guys, it's really hard to sometimes feel like you're doing good, but that time is very nice. 1:37 flat. But like these guys, just they put in a lot of work into learning the mechanics. You can see the way he extends that glide out, able to hold and sustain it with a little rock of the bike. Sorry. Look at this. There we go. Just a sign of a lovely night to his friend official, and a Zombie across the line could be on for a nice 3-lap PB potentially. Looked nice and smooth. There was that little barrier smash that will have cost some time. Boccia across the line too. Really top stuff. Hey, Bala, my man. Got something touch different than we're used to in the 1v1s. We do, I believe, for a second time only, have a few bike tracks. 1:33.793 to 1:17 are the two best laps from the guys. Zombie bringing it back to 3-1. Boccia really just needing to confirm one more race to draw playlist. But we will be seeing a rerun of a lift-off in that scenario should it sit at 4-3. And we are in City Air. And Bala, my man, I'm keeping very well. Hope you are too. Although lockdown has just come in, so my time is again quite dedicated to GTA. I've been a touch busier through the days, but not too much. Festivals are still closed, but I was able to see my mum and that a bit more. So we still have, after this, over and under to come. 45 degrees, plummet, and that rerun and lift off, should it be necessary. Zombie onto the curves, nice and early, catching the brake boost, over them again, catching that second one, pulling through the corner, just feathering the throttle to make sure he avoids the barrier. Boccia carried a lot of speed, carries the speed through the corner, nice and smooth. Zombie though just starting to close in, a little bit more aggressive over the curbs, drifting a little bit to the left, having to head to the right of the tube, taking the opposite line. Seemed to have readjusted though and came through with a lot of speed, a little bit higher than Boccia. Oh no, it swapped to Zombie, sorry. It didn't. Zombie carries a bit more speed over the jump, clicking the checkpoint nice, a little bit more acceleration though from Boccia, landing it a little bit earlier. Boccia just swinging into the lead before the hairpin. Zombie swinging wide enough to collect curb, but Boccia did collect a nice double-wheeled brake boost. Zombie takes that cut really nice and low, swap in the air so it doesn't distract. Boccia just behind, again carried that speed through the corner, really nice, holding distance to Zombie. Swinging into the tube, Zombie a little bit higher at the tube wall, both a little kink on the car, tries to lose its traction off the wall, both swinging for the cut. Ooh, Boccia heavy hit, Zombie managed to collect that traction on the landing and pull himself back to the right. It did look like he was drifting off as well. It was tight as a tiger. Zombie away, catching the brake boost as we see Boccia land after taking the jump. Yeah, Asadora is a very, 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 very good bike racer. He's good in the cars too, no doubt about it. Very fast lad. But he's put an awful lot of work into the bike glide lines, and Zombie just undercutting that. They're in the gap. Oh, Boccia carried a lot of speed there. Doesn't clearly doesn't have the checkpoint glitch. You can hear the engine of Zombie's car. He's cleared the roof. He's going to land nice and early, pulling a level with Boccia as they touch the blue wall of the tube. Coming through the loop line, Zombie just edging and inching away. Boccia though matches the speed through the corner again. Really clean. This time it's matching the speed on the jump, closing as they hit the stop strips. But yeah, he truly is the master glider. I know from being in the Cutting Stunts Discord chat that he gets a bit of help from a couple of people on glide lines and stuff, and they all help each other out and advise each other on a couple of little bits to try that they've managed to pull off. Zombie really low, the back wheels just hissing and causing a barrel roll. That does allow Boccia into the lead, but we've still got the cut to come. Zombie back up to speed as he hits the stop stretch behind. The car spins out. Strangely though, that did cause a respawn from Zombie. God knows what happened as he came over the crest of the hill there. Boccia into the cut. Looks clean. Past the pole. Straightens the car out nice and smooth. Zombie looks to be lining up through the tube himself. Oh, Zombie's car bugs out of shape a bit, but he is on the track, coming over the jump and round the corner. Boccia has a little bit less of a lead than Zombie had on at this point on the last lap. We will stay with Boccia, applying some of that thick ass YouTube pressure to himself. Over the curb, over the jump, nice and smooth. He went to make some food a while back. Over the jump, he got it nice and low this time. Carried the speed really nice into the tube, nice and high, up at the halfway point up the tube wall. Heavy on the brakes just before the corner. Really clean. You can see Zombie just completed that loop through the tube, just coming through the exit. That's come through the corner and straighten up. There's a jump and the hill between them. Boccia clipping that curb, nice and aggressive, clipping all of it that you can. Clipping the curb nicely. Boccia feathers the throttle just before the completion of the tube. Zombie does appear to have shortened the gap, maybe having caught that wall ride at 2:13.977 is the best lap from Boccia so far. Really nice time. Boccia plays it safe, wisely plays it safe, knows he's got the lead to sustain. Takes the jump clean. Zombie a bit too far behind. The gap is closing significantly though. I don't think there's going to be enough of the track though. It was a slightly risky play there from Boccia. Played it mighty fine, but Zombie just could not close in. That does see it go to 4. One. Sorry, just had a little frog. Boccia has confirmed the draw. I can see them comments popping up, but I can't see them actually popping up. It's strange that Photoshop does sometimes. There we go. Sorry, Financial. Occasionally my thingies play up. Aster is amazing. Is it true? Is that true? I heard 37 on PS4, but on PC. Yeah, you should be faster on PC. As long as you've got 60 frames or above, you should be quicker. Financial investments, any of you guys have Revolut? I've not, but a couple of the crew do. Scarface, and as he's looking to get into it. Close GG, these chats being seen, they are now. It's my live chat had just lagged out a bit and it wasn't showing the messages up. I saw it was popping up with messages there on my screen. Hello, Asan, my man. Oh, both brushing the barrier a little bit there. Boccia catching a couple of last brake boosts at the back end of the straight, just pulling into the lead. Appears a zombie did collect a barrier, but Boccia does too, losing all that speed, struggling to get spun around. Zombie coming down straight behind will have the momentum, closing the gap. Boccia back up to speed. Zombie is still closing in, getting really aggressive on the curbs. I'm just tilting so we can see on the map. There we go. Zombie flying by, collecting a brake boost towards the bottom of the hill to gain that extra speed. I would assume. Now, we are going to spend a bit more time with Boccia through these last few races. Allow Zombie to try and settle in, knuckle in. Maybe pressure just get into him a touch. Boccia takes the cut. Zombie takes jump nice and smooth on the curbs early from Boccia, pulling away ever so slightly. Pull this camera back, shortens the jump ever so slightly. Good landing boost from Zombie, pulling away, good brake boosting. Boccia matching the pace. Just a couple of extra curbs grabbed by Zombie. Nice tight corner from Boccia. Zombie is just edging away, avoids that gap in the barrier nice and smoothly. It's a 4-1-2 Boccia as Zombie does just hit the barrier. Boccia now with the lead again. Not too much of the track to go. Zombie, all the work to do, the gap. Got to be around that 2.5 mark. Nice and smooth over the curves from Boccia, not having any issue with that barrier. He carries the speed, collecting a brake boost, a few curb boosts off that slanted track. Nice and smooth, missing the gaps in the barrier. Did just pull away to make sure you didn't hit it. Comes across the line. Yeah, it's Boccia. Boccia being very smooth. He does have the lead. No, we are very used to seeing a Zombie do very well. As you can see there, has taken 3 of the 4 races we can see. I can assure you, did take the other 2. That does see it confirmed Boccia's way at 5-1 as well. So Boccia will be progressing, and Zombie on this occasion, unfortunately for himself, will be going out. Not seen that come up for a while. My internet connection insignificant broadcast. It seems to be fine and going. We are on to 45 degrees. This is the Zombie's pick.
Sing it again.
Oh, for God's sake. What did he say this time? He didn't even say nothing. Assumptions I made. Maybe it's the capital letters. I'm going to have to fucking get rid of stream elements, the cunt. And sorry, Bala, mate. Get your other account out, lad. But Boccia, yeah, Boccia is very improved. Again, this is somebody that I used to race consistently with not too long ago, 3 or 4 months ago. Has come on a long way. And it was very good to see. And Holy, as much as he did come out as well, put in a very strong performance against Nacho, took a couple of races away from him, and did show himself as one for the future too. But yeah, Boccia is out. Well, not Boccia, Zombie is going to be out of the tournament. We'll go to Boccia. Not Z. Zombie just slightly edging away, getting that little curb boosting effect you can get off the curbs on the bike. Just tilt back, get that little extra wheelie boost over the curbs. Yeah, he did. He did lose to Biz. Biz put in a very strong performance. Zombie maybe just a touch shaky. I do have to say, it is the first time there's been money on the line, and sometimes when you know you are among the best, that pressure gets to you. You're kind of expected to win. Lovely glide there, the back end just touching, but he managed to extend it out. That's where I chicken out. I don't believe the bike's going to lift itself up, and I let the car start tilting back and I end up dying, but he didn't cower out. Extends that glide out. He's unfortunately missed the checkpoint. Zombie is going to be able to retake the lead. And Zombie with, I think that's a sad face emoji from Nacho. But yeah, sometimes expectations do get the better of us all. Maybe Zombie a little bit more on his plate in real life as well.
He's been playing Battlegrounds a lot.
Yeah, playing a bit more Battlegrounds. Yeah. Not racing quite as much. This is the stop strips, nice and clean. But we have seen still some very good times from Zombie. We know it's still there. Just not his day. And it is quite early. His target's 10 in the morning. He's been up since about 7:30, 8 o'clock. I know some of us are quite late risers when we get the chance. Zombie just wheeling all the way up, nice and clean, and then just edging out of the tube, cutting out the angle and catching the corner of the boost really nicely, extending the lead, skipping the edge of the jump, really nice. Extends the glide out, tilts the bike wonderfully well, but he goes over the barrier. He collected a couple of the checkpoints though. Better luck next time for Zombie from Hassan. Yo, Nacho, yo bro from Unholy, and then Nacho himself. I hate this track so bad from Hassan. That's original. But Boccia maybe did make a mistake. I was just far enough behind for Zombie to hold the lead, extending that glide out into the barrier ride a little bit there, just a touch brushed against it. We'll sit for a lap with Boccia. Got a 3:04.71 from Zombie, and even with the mistake, a faster lap time than I have here. 3:12.493 from Boccia. But Zombie, I do hope that you don't let this get to you, as he unfortunately glide just not coming off. He's going to have to respawn at the top of the hill, I believe. Oh no, he did make it to the midway point of the hill. Did take a little while to respawn, and again the back light just kissing off. The glide doesn't come off for Zombie again. Really unlucky. Boccia pulls on through, just lining the bike up for it. Didn't want to take it as far on this occasion. Cuts the jump and pulls the bike back over the track. Sneezing coming, bless me. And OGI, if you are talking about Zombie, it is 5-1 in Boccia's favour. We will have one track left after this, so it is, unfortunately for Zombie, that is who you are talking about. He is out. Boccia has put in a very strong performance though, has deserved his place confirmed in the next round, able to handle pressure nicely of coming up against Zombie. I know it is something that I struggle with myself, coming up against high class opponents. I struggle a little bit more with carrying my own speed and trying to race against them too much. Boccia handles that really well. Extends the glide out just a touch, getting that little speed boost in the air. Let's see time come down to 2:49.486. I don't think we will see any improvement for Zombie with that double respawn on the hill, but we are going to pop back to Zombie, spend a lap himself, and there isn't really any more pressure. Wheelie, going over the curves, nice and aggressive, a little bit rough on the barrier, cuts the corner nice and tight, lining up the ramp, back end, kisses the bike back into the air, extends the glide out, double glide over the ramp, really nice, all the way down the hill. Wonderful stuff, into the tunnel, clean as you like from Zombie, a honk of celebration too, happy to have pulled it off, really closed that gap up on Boccia, you can see, really shortened up and takes the lead, carrying a lot of speed. The bike at full revs, double honk of the horn again. It will dab at the brakes just before he applies the turning into the corner. Avoids the stop strips nicely over the curbs, wheeling again. Bike is straightened out over the curbs. Nice and smooth. Wheeling all the way up. Just letting the bike dip back down just a touch after the boost, just so it doesn't kick up on the next one. It does there though. Trying to screw him up, corrected it really nicely. Takes the standard line on this occasion, extending the glide just a touch, landing in the checkpoint just before the boost. There we go, lets it drift back down to the track, not wanting to go over the barrier this time. Oh, little kick off the curb, that was very strange, but caught nicely again by Zombie. Didn't let it affect him, get into his head through the final corner. Now we'll be going into the final track, and it is 5-2. Terrifying. I need to have a look. Something's not adding up. Have I added a score somewhere? It may only be 40. 22 there. Scroll back to here. We are on to over and under. It's 2-1. Boccia's 2 wins clean. It's 2-0. Yeah, I've somehow added a score to Boccia. It is 4-2. I do apologise for that, so it isn't over yet. We may see the rerun. Zombie is still in it. OG, you were right. Thank you for pointing that out. Enough of you said that there, but it is in Boccia's favour. Boccia pulling away. Just back into the lead. Zombie nice and aggressive over the curbs, clipping an extra little bit at the bottom. And again, I do apologise there for the confusion. No, you're not out, Zombie. Sorry, my man. That was my bad. A little bit of lag displaying. You will sit your Boccia having just fallen behind. Zombie just extended that glide out. Hello, bar back to my man. And yeah, again, I do apologise there for the confusion. Let me just take that off. It's 4-2. Zombie looking to pull it back to 4-3, and then we'll have the rerun of liftoff. Both extend the glide out. Boccia a little bit further, clipping at the top of the ramp. Zombie now with more speed, carried, and the engine revs have really lost there from Boccia as he hit the barrier. Zombie able to pull away just a touch further, nice and smooth over the cut. Just edging away. The over jump nice and clean into the corner. It was that. I think I got slight. Yeah, no worries. I think personally I got a bit confused by lift off there, even though I knew there was a track to be rerun. But hello, bar back, my man. Zombie does have the lead, nice and clean at the point. Boccia carries the speed nicely though. Zombie gets down to the ramp a little bit before. Boccia clears it though, goes to the underneath section. It is a slightly slower part of the track, not having the barriers to bounce off so cleanly through. Zombie ahead and edging away at the moment. We aren't going to pop on over. Comes up, hits the boost, nice and clean, heads towards the barrier. Comes through the corner. 1:43 on the first lap, down to 1:39.832, 1:44.572. Maybe still looking for an improvement, maybe not. Nice and smooth through the barrier ride, clipping at the curbs, nice and aggressive. Nice and smooth. Bite down, nice and clean. Extends out after he knows he's going to get underneath. Zombie skips the jump. Nice and cleanly. Hit the ramp and the boost. Clears the incline. Pulls over to the right slightly, but gets down just in time. Clip the barrier and comes across. Yeah, so we will be seeing a rerun of Liftoff from the guys. Two very good races. As Crane says, two great races. It has been a very good battle, and again, I do apologise for the slight confusion there my end. I think I somehow got confused even stating there was a rerun to be had. Somehow still added the score on to Boccia in my head. Not quite sure how that happened. But that is what occurred, I believe. But we will be seeing that rerun. I'll just get Zombie to invite me to his session. Zombie's out with the chance.
Jack, when you start that PO?
Shortly.
Okay.
There we go, from the two horses' mouths themselves. There'll be a PL shortly.
Is it sudden death if Zombie wins Liftoff?
If Zombie wins, it's a tie, so we'll do the 3-track penalty shootout. That was just on Lulu and Fox that they did the... Or Lulu and Lord that they did the 1-track shootout. There we go, that's my invite, I believe, from a Zombie that joined on that in spectate. Yeah, I was doing that as a session. Go in Zombie session. Should be. Why? No. Why? Such a dim light game. There we go, apologies for that again. Are you going to grab the session details? Hello, Vortex, my man. Why are you not grabbing the session details?
Oh, hello. I'm always late. I grind my teeth because of the stress, is all.
Okay, accept. There we go.
Hi, I was just thinking about you. Traffic was horrible.
There we go. Come on now. Why is it not joining the session? I don't quite know what's going on. Let me leave GTA Online and try accepting it that way. There's something slightly bugged out there because I accepted the invite. Didn't process it. No. Right, let me just try and invite session back then. Oh my god, this game sometimes breaks my brain. Okay. And again, apologies for the slight delay here, but we did see a brick on liftoff. Boccia and Zombie have the agreement between them. That reruns would occur, that is what we're doing. Let me get these invites out. It's playing up as well, man. I bet it doesn't let me. No. Right. So that is good trend. Right, I'm gonna have to drop out the party for a minute. Let's have a party between you guys. I'll be back in a bit. Yep. Oh, apologies everybody. I can't invite through party anymore either. I don't know.